Emily Pike?
Emily Pike was a 14-year-old indigenous teenager. She was found in a ditch on the side of the road with body parts and bags. And
in U.S.?
Yeah, in Arizona, Mesa, Arizona, I believe. And no suspects, no evidence, nothing really.
So the government is not focusing on it?
Yeah, no, she was just found recently, like a month or two ago. Yeah, and it's horrible, and it happens with like thousands of other indigenous women around the world too.
Oh, okay. So she's an indigenous woman.
Yeah, same as me.
Oh, okay.
Different tribe though.
Oh, which tribe are you?
I believe I'm a Assiniboine, so I'm more up north. And Emily Pike was I think a San Lucas Apache. So she was part Apache.
So you believe she is it's a hate crime?
I wouldn't say a hate crime, but I would just say that some sort of violence.
Okay, so the government did not. Okay, so
yeah, Trump didn't care about our women. Biden didn't care. I'm sure how Obama didn't care. No other president. But yeah, just nobody really cares in the government right now.
Like here, this message is not for this government, but the government in Washington D.C.
Yeah.
It's a message for them.
Yeah. And they're here for the same thing too. Yeah.
And who is stealing?
Who's stealing?
Yeah, so
we wish we knew.
So there's like I'm completely ignorant on it. So pardon my questioning.
Glad you're asking.
Yeah, the reason is by talking to that lady, she said like it's indigenous people who are. So this is also the same cause.
Yes, yes.
So the folks who are kind of living like. Government is not caring what's happening to them. They're just disappearing.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's the result of 3 centuries of genocide. Now it's just genocide and slow motion.
MMIRWS?
Missing and murdered indigenous women and relatives. These indigenous women are exponentially more likely to be murdered or to go missing than white women in this country. And there's a whole movement to try to prevent it, but it doesn't get any attention from the government, from law enforcement. It happens with shocking frequency.
So are there any laws in the Congress right now which kind of address that, or
they're trying? Yes,
they're trying.
But there are issues of like judicial where certain laws can be enacted and enforced. There's problems with reporting. People don't trust the police. People don't trust the government. And then when they do report somebody missing, the government doesn't, and the police don't usually do anything about it.
I mean, the reason why I'm asking, I'm from Washington D.C. So I'm familiar with the government because I work for the government. So therefore, I'm not sure what's the cause though. So thanks for educating me on that.
Well, right. I mean, the cause is that it's really just the result of since the early colonization.
Yeah.
And now indigenous women are the greatest victims of colonialism still.
Yeah, I mean, the reason is like you know more about indigenous people when you travel west.
Yes.
I don't hear that much thing on the east side of Shenandoah. So because like even, I mean, the only thing I keep hearing, I'm from Virginia. I only keep hearing about Pocahontas.
Right.
So other than that,
well, that's part of the problem is that nobody knows anything. Nobody's educated. Our schools do a terrible job, and they misinform. They miseducate.
Yeah, because I'm from Henrico County, which is second county after Jamestown, and on the emblem, Pocahontas picture is there. That's pretty much they're glorifying it, but not really solving the problem.
Disney version, which is wrong, right? Yeah, that's why we have the problem because nobody knows the real story.
Yeah, I mean the thing is like the first time I came across is like just after Biden inauguration, one tribe from Washington State, they sent this huge blog across the country, and it came and it was displayed in front of Department of Interior. I was like, luckily I was there, and I saw this log, and I was asking like, what's the purpose of this? So that's when they explained that it's broken promises.
Yeah.
The government promised quite a bit.
Well, here's my suggestion. When you go home, go to the American Museum, the National Museum of the American Indian.
Yeah, I've been
see
there.
what you can learn. And see if
So
this makes sense to you then. I think you'll be impressed and you'll learn a lot.
I mean, I've been there a couple of times, but maybe like I'll be looking in a completely different light now.
Right. Look, instead of looking at the history, look at what's happening now.
And that's been displayed over there?
Yeah, it should be. And in fact, if you're interested, I don't know if you're a tourist here and what you're doing, but at the Denver Art Museum, there's an exhibit right now which will tell you a lot too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think like I'll go and do research on the internet. I mean,
Thank you for asking.
Yeah, the reason is like sometimes like you see only the buildings, the historic part. You really don't get the chance to talk to the individuals who are really like in the shadows of these great monuments and suffering. Because like I see a lot of protests at Lincoln Monument, at White House and all that. Each one has their own cause, each one of that. But like this is the first time I'm kind of coming across. And
yeah, this is something most people don't know anything about, but it's very important because it happens all the time in our cities, on the reservations, in the urban and rural places.
Yeah, it looks like the movie is kind of to be blamed that they glorify or they villainize it, but actually they don't.
It's not the same.
Because like the first time like I was going through Arizona, so I had to get a chance to go through some reservations. I stopped on the way and visited some place, and I got a feel of it, but really like very hard to make a conversation to kind of really understand like what went wrong in the past and what's going right now. I mean, I heard that there's like a drunkenness is a big problem on reservations right now, but that's the thought.
That's just a stereotype.
Oh, it's a stereotype. It's not. It's
well,
not the truth.
like it is anywhere. It's no different.
Oh, is
it's
it?
Just it's a stereotype that people use to other them. Say that's they're not worth thinking about. That's not true at all.
So
every problem in American society is also a problem on the reservations. That's all.
Yeah, I mean the thing is like they talk more about slavery than the original sin, I guess.
Right. I mean that's important too. You know, it's related. It's all about colonialization and genocide. You know. Yeah.
And what's your name?
I'm Orly.
I'm Pavan.
Nice to meet you.
Nice meeting you.
Thank you for asking. Oh, I was just filling in.
Your lucky day today.
My lucky day. Thank you.
Yeah, it's my lucky
Thank
day
you for
too.
stopping and asking.
Yeah. Thank you.
It's a whole group of school children who are up here for this event. You can learn.
And all the children over there are indigenous.
I don't know them all. Some are not. But they are. It's a movement that everybody should be involved in.
Because like sometimes like the Indian people integrate the society so much, so sometimes it's very hard to kind of identify and have that conversation going on without hurting somebody's feelings. Because I was not born here, so I don't even know how to start the conversation to understand it.
The way to start the conversation is tell me about what's happening. Tell me about your son. You've done the right thing. That's good. Yeah. And then to go to the museums and read the books and learn.
I mean, the thing is like when you go to like South Dakota, you see Mount Rushmore and you see this big horse and and you feel like, oh man, this thing. But the thing is like that's only covering up, sugarcoating the whole history, I guess.
And that's on sacred land too. Isn't that a defilement?
Colonialism. I think Indians suffered quite a bit for 300 years, so kind of understand like, I mean, it's not just colonialism, like erasing the whole tradition, erasing the culture, and they change your identity. That's the pure effect of colonialism. Now they think like dressing like a white person does is the great thing in the world rather than like be who you are.
Right.
So demonification. So that's.
Well, I'm glad you're asking the questions. Yeah.
I have 2 kids. I mean, the thing is like they sometimes they feel the same thing. The thing is like sometimes like having like an Asian names kind of make you giggle quite a bit if you can't pronounce the name. And sometimes like even indigenous names are very difficult with the original name. They try to do it in English translation and say like, oh, white horse or something like that. But the thing is like, it's very hard to kind of say it. So they may have to kind of...
I know.
Yeah, and in the whole Congress, I think there may be 1 or 2 representatives from indigenous people. That's pretty much. I think the gentleman from Hawaii, maybe that's the person. I don't.
Well, the Secretary of the Interior under Biden, Deb Haaland, is
from
Native. Yeah. But there aren't very many. You're right.
Yeah.
So, thank you for educating yourself.
Thank you very much.
Enjoy.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for educating me. Yeah. Thank you.
Union Station. Strollers must be correct.